So back in February 2018 timeframe, I added a feature to xLights to make it possible to select effects in your sequencer to do things like bulk edit settings. And after kind of watching some users use it for a while now and trying to show people how to use it in the Zoom room, I found that the panel was kind of not very easy to use and not very intuitive and kind of more complicated than it needed to be. So I spent some time the last couple of weeks working on it, kind of rewriting it, hopefully to make it a little bit more simpler and easier to use for people. I'm always open to suggestions on it to try to make it better. If there's any thoughts on what to do to make it more intuitive, easier to use, I'm always open to feedback, and I'll try to implement whatever I can if possible. So in xLights here, we're in the sequencer tab. If you go to the view windows, there's a select effects. And when you open that, it should open the select effects window. And the whole intent of this, just get rid of the colors, is it allows you to select an effect of a certain type and then change settings on it. And the big use case for this is maybe you did the import incorrectly and your videos are not working. You can come in here and select video, and it'll show you all the video effects in your sequence. So I selected video and it went through. There's videos on my matrix. So that's the first kind of box here. It shows the models with a video, so you can highlight that. And then below that, it'll show the effects and at what time they are kind of in your sequence. So if I select the first one here, it's at 8 seconds to 10 seconds. You can see the effect here at 8 to 10 highlighted. And this is all multiple, you can do multiple selections here. So I could select both, and it selected the two videos. And now I could come up here and do a bulk edit and fix the file paths if needed of my video files. So this would be a quick way you could do, you could go to pictures, and the second list here now shows all the models that have pictures on it, and you could select each one here, or you can do a select all, and this will basically all the models with a picture effect now show down here, and you can see it shows the time and what model, and then this is in order of when they appear in the sequence. So the first one's here at like 0, and it goes all the way to end of the sequence. So 150 seconds, which is 2 minutes 38 seconds. So if I wanted to, I could do select all. This would highlight all the picture effects in my sequence, and I could do the same thing, do a bulk edit on the path and fix all the paths. So that's kind of the intent behind it. There is an option here to also pare down the time. So if I was only looking for picture effects from like 10 to 30 seconds, it would show now just down here, it would be only from 10 to 30 seconds. So the last one's at 28 there, and the first one is at, it kind of goes over the threshold from 9 to 10. So you could then now select. So if you wanted to pare down all the effects on a certain model or multiple models in a certain time, you could do that and then bulk edit the settings, the colors, the buffers, anything that you can kind of do with the bulk edit options. So there are some buttons here. So like select all selects all of them. If you select all here again, it'll just do the start and end time of the whole sequence. It'll expand it back out. And then yeah, select all will select all of the effects currently in this window. There is a refresh button, so if you were dropping more effects mid-sequence, that would refresh this dialog and give you all the new effects, because it won't dynamically refresh as you add them. So that's kind of the basics of it. If you have any feedback or need any direction, I'll gladly help people through it. So thanks.